This is a review on the XOP Cold World tree stand. Right here you're getting to see how the seat locks in place, and you could also adjust the pitch of the seat simply by unscrewing or screwing in this bolt. Alright, let's weigh the Cold World by XOP tree stand. I got a scale here. I'm going to hook it up. So the stand by itself is 7.5 pounds. So that's with nothing on it. Now when I picked up the box, I was a little nervous because I'm like, well, that feels heavier than 7.5 pounds, quite a bit heavier. And when I dumped out the contents, I discovered why when I picked up the harness, the bag with the harness. So here is the bag that has all the straps and everything for the harness. 3.2, well, the light just went out. 3.3 pounds basically. 3.37. So just the harness and the straps is over 3 pounds. Now the straps that go around the stand, I'll weigh those. Okay, so 1.39 pounds. These are the straps that would hold the stand to the tree. Also the metal piece that attaches to the back of the stand is going to go against the tree to help hold it in place. So 1.43 pounds is what it's saying for these components. So if you round to 1.5, you're up to 9 pounds for this and the straps. Also the seat came in at 0.49 pounds. When I weighed that a minute ago, I'll do that again. Probably just from the way I'm swinging it, and I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on film, but it's saying 0.51. So basically a half a pound. So when you calculate the straps, the seat, along with the stand, now you're looking at 9.5 total. But it still feels fairly light compared to a lot of the stands I've had. The coating on it it's very rough, almost like sandpaper, so that's going to be good for grip. But if the stand, the way you're carrying it, is rubbing against your skin at all, that's going to hurt. So just be mindful of that. I do like how this seat can lock by just the way you do that bolt for like when you're carrying it. Now you have like a little platform to like put your backpack on or however, but I do like that. Also, like I've had stands where the seat's kind of hanging down and then the pad of the seat flops down and it just drags in the weeds and you have hitchhikers all over it and stuff. Let me go ahead and put the components together. Alright, so I have a 7/16 socket wrench. The stand is tapped. Being that it's tapped, I want to get it snug, but I don't want to over tighten it. I don't want to risk stripping those threads. One thing I've always done with like these XOP stands, whether it's right or wrong, is for the strap, rather than try to feed it under there on the around the buckle with it, I just hook it on here. It's just easier to get on and off. So I have both of them kind of around the stand and strapped to there. This upper strap make sure you go underneath of the shoulder straps if you're planning to carry it that way. I'm going to show you the way I typically carry a stand-in on my backpack though. I generally don't use these at all. But I'm putting them on there just in case I'm ever in a pinch and I need to use them. So total weight with everything, 9.55 pounds. Alright, the way that I like to carry my stand is to use this strap and strap it to my backpack. Make sure you go under the straps, the shoulder straps of your backpack when you're doing this, if you decide to do this. But it's much more comfortable having the padding of your backpack against your back when you're walking in, as opposed to the metal of the tree stand rubbing against your back, especially when you're going in miles on public land. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little example here with setting up this stand. I'm going to use these XOP climbing sticks for this example. Now, as you can see, this is the 3-step system and they alternate, so you spin these whatever direction. I have a 4-pack, so when you're looking at the spot where you're going to hang your stand, you want to decide from the ground which direction on the tree you're planning to point the stand, and then you want to set your bottom stick in the direction. So right now I have left, right, left. So by the time I get to the 4th step, it's going to go right, left, right. Okay? The reason why that's important is because you want the stand on the side your free leg can step onto. So right now with left, right, left configuration, I want the stand on this side so that I'm stepping off onto the stand. So my left foot will be on the top, my right foot is available to go onto the stand. So just keep that in mind when you're getting set for your situation. Now I'm going to show you how I set the stand. As you can see, I walk in with the tree stand on my back and I have it strapped to the backpack. This is the most comfortable way that I found. With the tree stand, the hard metal right on your back, if you're walking in 2 miles, it can really tear your back up. So this is how I've been doing it for years. I just use a strap and cinch it to the backpack. So let's go ahead and let's say that I'm going to set my stand facing that way. Like that's where I want to be able to watch and shoot. So counting on that, let's just say this is my very top step. So this is my 4th climbing stick. I'm at the top of my climb. Okay. I'm going to get on this stick as if I'm at the very top of my climb. Okay, it's important when you're setting a stand that your top step is higher than the platform of your stand so that you're stepping down onto the stand. If you're stepping up onto the stand, it's easy for the stand to kick out. Very dangerous situation. So let's say I'm at the top of my climb. I've got my lineman's rib. This is going to kind of be almost in my way a little bit while I'm in the process of hanging the stand. So what you can do is put your tether on the tree. Now as you can see, I hunt with a saddle. You can do this even with a full body harness and not a saddle, you know, if you have a bridge. But right now I'm hanging here. So let's say I'm ready to set my stand. What I like to do is bring my backpack around and undo my strap. I usually take my strap and stick it in a pocket just so it doesn't fall to the ground. Also, when I leave the ground, I actually put my bow hoist on the bottom of my backpack with the hoist hooked to the bow so I don't have to go back down. So I'm going to disconnect these. Now another thing I want to be mindful of is I don't want the bottom of my stand going into this strap right here. So let's set this on the tree so that the bottom of the stand is below that strap so we're not causing any damage there. When you set the straps up on the stand, I prefer to set the side that you're going to be cinching down on on the side that I'm going to be moving. So this could be already connected and I'm working with the other end, but I like to do it this way because you have more leverage to get it tight. Now I'm hanging in my saddle right now. One thing I like to do is I'm going to use my foot here to pivot the stand up and pull on this, shake it back and forth, get that nice and tight, and then push down. I like to put my straps facing the same way, so I'm going to feed this through and then come around the stand. Now I'm not going to cinch this bottom one tight yet, it's just in position. So I'm going to get up onto the stand, and when I put my foot on, I want to go close to the tree and really push down, and that sets it in tight. I want the top really in tight, the teeth against the tree. If this isn't tight enough, you're going to have airspace between the back of your stand here and the tree, which you don't want. So now that I see that that's tight and secured in, I can cinch that tight. There we go. So I hunt with a saddle regardless if I'm hunting out a stand or off a platform. I can pull up my bow. When it's time to get down, we do this in reverse. Step up onto the sticks, off the stand. I'm comfortable here. I'm gonna lift up. That's gonna take some of the pressure off of these straps. And I can disconnect that bottom one. I like to lift up on the stand a little bit. There we go. And then take that top strap off. Then what I can do, since I'm comfortable standing here, is just hook my straps up. Now I am not using the straps on the stand to carry the stand out, so I can go over top of those when I'm putting this strap back on. But if you're going to use those, you're going to want to go underneath of them as you're packing up your stand. If I want to, I can strap this to my backpack here, or I can just put it over my shoulder and carry it to the ground, such as this. And then for getting to the ground, I can put my lineman, pull my lineman back out and disconnect my tether and take my sticks down as I go. All right, so I just want to talk this through a second here. I was sitting on the stand just now, and for me, I'm a kind of thin guy, a narrow backside, and so I felt the seat was very comfortable for me. Bigger guys, bigger backsides, wider wise, I don't know how comfortable, how long it'll be comfortable, but I did find it comfortable. I also want to point out here the strap configuration on the tree. I have the strap for the climbing stick is between the top and bottom strap for the stand. I don't put the bottom strap above the strap for the stick because it can get hung up. And as you can see, the way I set the stand, in order to have the top step available so that I can step down onto the stand, I always shoot for this configuration when I'm at the top. All right, before I head back inside, I'm going to mention that in the next video, I'm going to mention or kind of review the XOP bow holder, installing it and reviewing it in the next video. I'm also going to say this: if you are going to carry the stand using the straps directly on your back, the finish on this feels like sandpaper. So it's good grip for your feet when you're on it in poor weather conditions. However, sandpaper on your really expensive camouflage jacket is going to act like sandpaper rubbing on your good jacket. So this stand could compromise the material of your camo if you are wearing this directly on your back. So another reason why I like to strap mine to the backpack, which is how I do it. But I'm just mentioning that for your awareness. The stand, I got mine for, I think it was $425. I got mine off of Amazon. It sells for around there to $450 range. So spending that kind of money on a nice stand, but then also having that sandpaper rubbing against your really expensive camo jacket could really wear it out possibly. So just be mindful of that and kind of test it out to see how it reacts on fabric, your outfit. So let's head back inside because something just happened that I have to tell you about. Oh my goodness. So I filmed this video last night putting this all together, and guess what my friends at XOP did? They just sent me a Cold War World stand to try out. Now guys, in the past I probably would have thought, oh, I'll do a giveaway. I got an extra stand, but this week I'm taking my son to the hunter safety course. This is going to be his first hunting season. We might be out there with matching stands, folks. Stay tuned to find out. Until then, take care and God bless.